Hello YouTube, this is Eddie and this is the fifth update on my reef tank. I know my updates are like really close to each other, to each one another, because this is the third, almost the third week. And I'm a little impatient, so little by little I guess I'm pushing the line and see what I can do, what I don't. And it's been working so far. Nothing has died, and I guess they're kind of getting used to what's in there, and the salinity and ammonia or whatever happens during this cycle, the spikes, ammonia nitrate, nitrite. But everything seems to be thriving. So last night I decided to go for some fishies, and I got some chromies. They look good. Anyways, for those who think that building a reef tank it's expensive, it might get expensive if you're trying to buy everything at the same time. You do not need everything at the same time. So that being said, I gradually been adding things. And I don't just buy new things. I haven't bought anything new except for the food. Except for the food. This tank, I got a deal on OfferUp. 55 gallons with the stand, with the heater. It's all the way in the back. You can see it behind the head, the power head. I got it with the mesh to pick up the fish. The rock and the sand, I got it also in OfferUp. Yeah, I got a good deal for 40 bucks. So they were used. It was used sand. It was still wet. The rock and the rock was dry, but the sand was wet. That's why in my first video, you see that when I started, that the first day the water was very, very cloudy. But I guess everything has been working good so far. The lights, they're zoom eds and they're hybrid, so they have a bulb and then they have LEDs. Has white, red, blues, and then the light bulb, which is a tube, it's a blue light. I don't really know much about it. It says actinic light, so I guess it's just to give some color effect on it. Anyways, the power heads, I got them for 20 bucks, both of them together, with a 2-pound bag of K1 filtering media that I'm gonna use later on when I make my sump with the other tank that I have. It's 10 gallon. I bought a Coral Life brand new hydrometer for 10 bucks. The new one, the one that is like 15-16 bucks at the store. What is it? The bag of salt? It's a big bag of salt from Instant Ocean. I got it for 15 bucks new. So anyways, you could say I probably spend around 250 bucks, which is still too much by saying that, but guess what? All over the house, throughout the years, everybody gathers stuff that they're never gonna use. So I decided to put things in OfferUp and sell it. So I probably sold around 180 bucks out of stuff, and with that stuff, I've been buying little things that I need. So basically, I actually haven't been spending much of my money, but around 70 bucks in total. For you guys that want to build a tank, sell some stuff, exchange stuff, be smart, and then eventually you get things that you're needing as it goes. Like now that I got the fishies, now they're gonna start pissing and crapping all over. Guess what? Now I'm gonna have to get the skimmer. When I got the corals, I needed a light. Well, By the time I got the corals, then the first I got the light, and then I got the corals. And of course the power heads, because they need the current. But you can get away with one at the beginning because they're so little. If you got some big corals, then do the big current. Anyways, now I need a filter because I'm gonna start feeding more. Well, I built mine myself meanwhile, and I'm gonna wait for whatever next paycheck or next thing that I sell, which I'm gonna sell some CrossFit shoes that I have right there. They're in a very good shape, and with that I'm gonna buy the filter. So as you need it, start buying things like that. Don't buy everything at the same time. Don't let those guys sell everything. Sell you everything just because they want to make some commission. Just do it piece by piece. Look for, if you don't want to start with that much rock, start with a couple of rocks. Eventually you can get a couple of live rock and help your rocks to pass things over the newer rocks. I don't know. And yeah, basically that's it. And next fish that I'm gonna get, or next thing I'm gonna get, that's gonna be later on, within 3 more weeks. I'm gonna buy an anemone and 2 clownfish because my wife wants clownfish. Anyway, so what I'm feeding them, it's frozen food, and Red Sea. It's called Red Sea. It's a product. It's a 2-phase product A and B, and that's what I feed them, and I do it with a turkey baster. Those turkey basters are cheap, and coral feeders, which is the same thing, maybe with a narrow mouth, whatever. It's all a business. So just look for things that you can do yourself. Look for cheaper things. That turkey baster, I went to Walmart last night and I bought it for $1.97. I went to the reef store, and the same size turkey baster, or you want to call it reef feeder, it was around $14.99. So guess what? It does the same thing, and you can adapt another things to make it a narrow, or you can actually close it with something. I don't know, but look for ways. Don't think it's impossible. All right. Oh yeah, and I also use microbacter to create good bacteria, or good bacteria colonies, whatever it's called. What else? I used activated carbon and Biomax rocks with sponge to make my own filter. You can make your own skimmer if you want to improvise for a little bit with the power head or the bubble maker, the air pump, and some glue and some plastic bottles. That's if you want to improvise. A lot of people will tell you no, but if you just want to improvise just for a little bit, just try it, and then after 1 or 2 weeks, then after you have saved the money to buy the skimmer, then buy the skimmer. I'm not saying no, just to make clear with everybody. I'm not saying no to not buy those things, but if you want to improvise to start, it's valid. You can do it. I guess I sound like a motivational speech for reef builders on a budget. Okay, YouTube. See you on my next update. Bye.